This is Crazy D, film dude, filmmaker at work, Crazy D for short. Listen, you're watching L.I.V.E, Lordland Intellectual Vibe Electric channel on Bob TV. Listen, viewer discretion is always advised because this is grown folks channel. Black Ice Chronicles massive. I'm standing here with the world-renowned, the globally known Tommy Davidson.
You're killing me.
So your career started in '86.
Yeah, about
Okay.
'86.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you know that comedy was what you were destined to do?
Actually, I think it was the first time I went on stage because I wasn't expecting to be on stage.
Okay.
Like a friend of mine just asked me to try it
Mhm.
at a club he worked at.
Mhm.
I was cooking in the kitchen.
Were you?
Right? Yeah, I had a job in the kitchen and I was an assistant chef and I worked real hard since I was 15 to get the job. So
Mhm.
I was really happy about that. And he said, "You're wasting your life because you need to do comedy." I said, "What am I gonna do comedy? What am I gonna do?"
Mhm.
He said, "Come down to this club, take the mic, and just say something."
Mhm.
And like from the first time I said something, people laughed. I never looked back. From the first time I touched the mic, it was like it was already preordained.
So your career choice at that time was to be a chef.
Yeah,
That's what you love.
yeah.
So you can cook a mean.
Well, you know, I think I can.
Okay.
Ask the people who eat my food. You know.
What's your
My specialty?
mean? Yeah.
I do a cream tortellini, salmon cream tortellini
Mhm.
thing that's nice. I do a lemon pepper
Mhm.
chicken wing that you can't beat. That's world renowned.
So is a restaurant owner in your future?
I like that. I like that.
Mhm.
There's so much things I want to do, but that's among one of them that I would love to do.
So let's talk about the politics of Hollywood for a minute. You've been in it since
26 years.
26 years.
Mhm. Yeah.
Is there something that is unfair about the politics in Hollywood?
I'm not going to say unfair. I'm just going to say a challenge. You
Mhm.
know, a challenge. I think the thing that's changed over the last probably 18 years in the business, but especially over the last probably 5 years, is the networks and the studios have gotten a little bit more picky about what they're going to allow black creators to do.
Okay.
It kind of reminds me of the old Negro leagues,
Mm-hmm.
you know, where the whites own the white league. So it's really their choice to bring black players into the league. It's like the whites own the studios, they own the networks, and it's really up to them to get us involved. They really don't have to.
Okay.
You know, and so right now they're really not wholesale. It's not like a lot of new young black up and coming directors or actors are getting, you know, greenlit to do big movies.
Mhm.
You know, so it's a little more difficult than it was, let's say, from '93 through about year 2000.
Okay.
You know, you had all those movies, Strictly Business, Booty Call, Friday, Jason's Lyric, New Jack City. I mean, what happened to those movies?
Mhm.
Those movies can still be happening.
Right.
Right, and there's people that want to do those movies.
So I could tell in your stand-up that you're a little bit angry.
No, I'm not.
Not angry at all.
No,
You
I'm
just
not
tell
angry about it. Yeah, I'm
truth.
just passionate about the truth.
Because you know
Yeah.
the truth of what we have had to go through
Mm-hmm.
can be very cause.
It can make you anger. It can
Bitter.
make you angry. It can make
Make
you
you
bitter.
bitter.
If you know, but it depends on your perspective.
Mhm.
You know, like we can choose to look at slavery and be bitter, but it's just something that we can't change. And the only thing we can change is our perception of it.
Mhm.
You know, and learn our lessons from it, and then move our people forward from there.
Mhm.
Like that's not going to help. If we were really bitter, then we'd be fighting the white people right now.
That's true. We would be like
Yeah.
the rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it'd be like, so to speak. I mean, we'd be Molotov cocktail and everything, but that's not us. That's not who we are. We're a very spiritual group
very
of
spiritual
people, Africans in
people.
general.
Right.
Where we come from culturally, we come from a communal social culture where we depend on each other for our success.
Right.
Whereas they come from sort of a
Europe.
narcissistic,
Right. Where it's all
you know,
about
where it's all
the
about
hunt
the individual.
and the hunt.
Yeah, it's about the individual. Us, we're about community. It just it doesn't have to do with race or anything. It has to do with cultural differences. So once we realize who we are culturally because we got removed from that for so long. So once we realize that's where we are, and it's going to be no big deal.
It's going to be no big deal.
Yeah, but we're still working towards that kind of awareness.
So how do you determine how far you can go with the audience member? Because last night you really went in.
I had one tonight too.
Oh yeah, but you really went in on this guy. Like, how do you determine how far you can go with the audience member?
I have an inside meter. You know, as long as I'm not too offensive to the person, I don't isolate them, and I don't put them down, but I sort of make them part of the party. You know, and then I'm vulnerable too. I mean, if somebody takes a shot at me, I'll laugh too. So I just make I make it one big party. And if somebody got singled out, they know I'm throwing it out there that everybody laughs at all the same things. So it's just me thinking out loud for everybody else.
Well, I think it took probably about a couple of months. And once I got the cadence, and once I realized that he would pause and sort of make things sound important, and some things that weren't important, he could make sound important. And once I found those cadence and the differences in his voice, I was able to emulate that. And usually when I watch someone long enough, I can actually do that.
Now, how long did it... So when did you discover that you had the ability to do that, to catch people's voices and to be able to imitate them?
I guess I really realized it on In Living Color. You know, because Keenan asked me to do certain things I'd never done before. He asked me to do Sugar Ray Leonard. I'd never done Sugar Ray Leonard before. So I tried to do them, and I worked on them, and I got them. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard's kind of like this. If I fight a fight like Tommy Hitman Hearns, Hitman Hearns is a very, very good fighter. Very good puncher. Long arms. Make it different for you. So I had to kind of go in there and learn it. Spike Lee and all the things that I did. I had to go in and learn, and that's when I learned, whoa, wait a second, I can really do this. I didn't even know they were called impressions. I thought I was just doing imitations of people. So now people go, you're an impressionist and this, that, and the other thing, and I go, yeah, I am. So now I know I am.
Now with the Sammy Davis,
Yes.
I thought from watching you do it that you should have done the movie.
Well, you know, I am going to.
Okay.
The movie hasn't been done yet, so that's what I've been working my butt off on. Yeah.
Because they used another actor
For the Rat Pack movie on HBO.
Right.
But you know, the good thing about movies is why should there just be one? It was like 10 King Kongs. It was like 5 Star Wars. You know what I mean? I mean, how many Godfathers were there? How many Italian gangster flicks are there? It's a genre. You know, there may be a movie made on Sammy Davis Jr., but it won't be the one I'm gonna make. And I want mine to be great, because that's what my standard is.
Right. What is the connection between the different actors? Because it seems to me, just from the outside looking in, that there's different camps or pockets of African Americans making film. Right. What is that like? What is the behind the scenes like? Are you a person that can walk through all these different cliques, or are you within the Keenan Ivory Wayans?
Right.
Clique?
I'd say I'm part of the Tommy Davidson clique.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's almost like clans. You know, different groups that kind of team together and they work together on different projects.
Can we afford?
It's something that I had to discover the hard way by saying, wow, that person's not telling me. That person won't share with me, or that person won't share with me. And it wasn't until I realized that I said, wait a minute, I got to pull some people around me, because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to create, because no one's creating with me.
Now, can we afford in 2011 to still be that way as a people, if we're trying to push?
Right. Whether we can afford it, you know, I think with God's grace we can afford to do anything we need to do in order for us to evolve. And that's been a part of our whole evolution. Is sort of just allowing the universe to guide us to where we're going next. Do I think we should? Yes, but that's personal. And the reason why I say that, because I see them doing it. They'll combine forces. You know, Geffen will get with Katzenberg and Spielberg, and they'll start a company. You know what I mean? So they'll fuse together and start things. You know, it's just like the business sector. You know, companies will merge to survive. You know what I mean? And so it would be very positive for us to do that. But we're not on the stage where they are. We're in a much more infant social stage than they are.
Even though we've been in Hollywood even in the beginning, we had
we've been in Hollywood in control of our own projects only since the 70s.
But
I mean, there was
independent film makers back
in the day, yeah. But in the 70s was we really went mainstream and started really having a voice in pop culture. And then in the 90s, we just took that over the top. So we really made a handprint in film and television with The Cosby Show, In Living Color, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So those things are really, really positive, and we have to continue to do those things. But, you know, like I said, it's opinion. The more that we work together, the better it is for us.
So what's next for Tommy Davis?
I plan on just trying to start to do my own movies, my own television, my own animation, my own books, my own documentaries, my own stuff. You know, so whatever comes next is next for me. But now I'm starting to focus on what it is that my passions are, the things that I want to bring forth, the stories I want to tell, the ideas that I want to convey. That's what it's about for me now. I got good ideas. I believe I have a really good message for the world, not just black folks. And I believe it's my turn.
So it's my fault you somehow fucked every guy I liked?
It sounds like love.
Okay? Did you ever think that I wanted to be like you? To be a good girl? Well, I couldn't. I ain't got your looks. But what I do have is these fat lips. How long have you known Tamika? And where does that leave me, Jackie? How? I told you. Well, you sure know how to pick them, don't you?
What's the deal about this red stuff? I mean, this is not Valentine's Day.
Marty, it's a charity event. You should have got the memo.
You got the memo?
I texted to you. You didn't get it?
I ain't got time to be looking at my phone every few minutes.
Hey, I'm ready to go.
Been ready to go. I think we just might as well just stay at the house.
Stay at the house.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Marty, let's just go. Let's have a good night, and then we'll come back. We'll go really quick, make an appearance, and then we'll come back home.
When has any time been ever quick with you? Why are you such a rush to go?
Oh, here we go
We
again.
were gold digging friends. I was showing off what they wore when we bought them something at the store. So they got their nails and their hair and they did all this and that. Just trying to.
Do I look nice? You think I look nice? I mean, you look okay. You just didn't wear the right colors. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's.
Okay. I look okay.
Okay, you look decent.
You know what? Is there something else on your mind? Something else you want to say? Cause this, you know, come on.
No, Marty, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's go. Why you have all that money in your hand? Let's go.
Look like money, girlfriend. That's why I roll with that like that.
Okay.
And I'm sure we're going out. You gonna need it.
Oh, I'll need it.
Yeah.
Marty, I don't need your money.
Since when you don't need my money?
That's been ever since we've been together. I don't need your money. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's get this going.
Get on my nerves.
Yeah. Don't you take this and take yourself. Baby? Baby! Oh. Oh. I gotta go. Baby! Oh. Wait. Oh, shit. Oh.
At this point, the realization that trying a little understanding and tenderness might have been better. It doesn't matter if you're in the rap game, model game, movie game, or everyday life. It's all the same. When you deal with the unseen, you often deal with the unforeseen. The Black Ice Chronicles.
My baby. My baby. I miss you so much. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to be with you. I want to be with you.
Hey, sexy.
Well, hey,
What's your name?
Marty.
Glad to meet you, Marty. People call me Luce.
Luce? Is that short for Lucy?
Lucy? No, just Luce.
Well, Luce, what did I do to be so blessed?
You're cute. Sexy.
I'm mismatched, trying to get back in shape.
Not that far to go, huh?
I just started back.
I can't tell. You got a good start. Were you athlete?
Former boxer. They called me the Nevada Kid. Couple losses and bad management. I was lucky to get out with my life as it is.
Take your sip.
Tell me your woes, and I'll make it better, baby.
Nothing can make it better.
There's always something to bring you happiness. I'm here to bring you happiness.
There's no such thing as happiness.
Of course. We as humans try to make our worst situations our happiness.
If you think that, you're more than human. But there is no happiness.
Why?
Why what?
Tell me, my fine philosopher. Why is there no happiness?
Death.
What?
Death is why there is no happiness. Joy, we can have joy, but not happiness. Only joy. See, the moment we think we're getting close to being happy, the realization that this consciousness that we all enjoy will come to an end. Brings it also true that we have an end.
We all end. Even the devil ends.
It's the suffocation, the last breath, the sleep. I don't dream when I sleep, but I got to breathe to dream, right?
I knew you were deep when I first saw you. I know you're deep. But you have to let that go and live for the moments that won't return.
Why am I even talking to you? I don't even know you. I just met you.
You know me. I've been your friend for so long. I think even before you were born.
Less of a friend, but more of a nemesis, huh?
Tell me your pain, and I'll take it away.
The accident. Were you there?
I've been everywhere you've been at all times.
So this is it, huh?
It's up to you. The choice is yours. I told you, there's no happiness. Only sadness and regret.
I told you. There's no happiness. Only sadness, regret.
Say it.
Say what?
Say what you've done. Set yourself free.
I killed her. I didn't mean to.
I killed her.
I did. She fell down the stairs.
I didn't mean to, but I did.
I didn't catch her.
She fell down the stairs. I could have caught her, but I didn't. I didn't mean to. I want to breathe, but I don't want to.
Set yourself free.
I don't know how to be free.
Set yourself free and experience the happiness that's eluded you.
How can I?
Stop being a
do
bitch.
it, Marty. Stop being a bitch.
Be free.
Hey there, you got a permit to be selling on this block?
How you doing today? What can I do for you?
Nothing you can do for me, but let me see this cassette. But like I told Dee Dee, you such a jealous motherfucker.
Now, don't get me wrong. He looks like he's getting ready to beat somebody's ass with that billy club.
You can't enjoy what you got. And if D was about it, he could get it. I don't give a fuck you, nigga.
No, fuck you, bitch. Stop.
Ooh, you touch me. Dude got money. Fuck the filming. The frame up is gonna be better.
Black Ice Chronicles Situations.
Yeah. I've been waiting a long time to get at your ass, bitch. I told you I was gonna be back at your ass. Didn't I? Thought I wasn't gonna catch up to you and shit. I've been waiting for a long time to get this shit off. About to fuck you up right here in this motherfucking room. That's why I grew this motherfucking beard, cause you cut my face. You ain't shit. Selling pussy and shit now? What kind of bitch is you?
I came to get some music for my Halloween party. And I came for part of my Halloween outfit for you to see. Who is this chick here? Staring with the eye problem.
You have your lamp on, huh?
Yeah, that's right. I got my vampire outfit. And I got my fangs too, D. See? I want to suck your blood, D.
Matter of fact, so do I.
The curator's pick this year is a film out of Warrensville, I think, Warrensville, Ohio. It's called The Black Ice Chronicles, The Shifter. And it's by a DIY, do-it-yourself filmmaker by the name of Crazy D, who runs a CD shop in Warrensville, Ohio. And he shot a series of shorts, and this is the one I decided to include because it's just funny as hell. Here's the thing. I've been in theater, I've been in film my whole freaking life. I mean, my parents were actors on stage, and it's like I kind of had no choice but to go into this business. And the one thing I learned is no matter what kind of art you're doing, no matter what kind it is, you know, painting or dancing or acting or making movies or what the hell ever, you gotta have the heart. If you don't have the heart, everything else is icing on a very, very thin cake. And so the heart is the cake. Now here's the thing about your movie, why I made a curator's pick of the Hollywood Fringe Festival film event in 2012. Because I watch it, first thing I can tell clearly is it's like you didn't wait for anybody to say, you know what, Crazy, go make a movie. Here's, you know, I don't know, $2,000, whatever. Go make a movie. You said, I want to make a movie, and I'm going to make it about this. A series of movies, actually. I'm going to make it about this or these things, and nobody's going to stop me. I'm just going to do it. That approach to any art, in this case film, in my opinion, really needs to be rewarded because we don't have anywhere near enough of that stuff, at least in Hollywood. And so I'm all for that. For the first thing I noticed, it's like, right, there's heart in this piece. The second piece, there's community involved with it, and I'm all about community and trying to build community of artists and see how we can work together instead of, you know, like that, great like this, and see what happens. And clearly you do that in, if I don't miss my guess, pretty much probably everything you do. And that's important to me as well. And it's funny, your music is crazy good. I'm watching this movie and suddenly Boots Are Made for Walking's playing and I'm like, I have no idea what world this is. I love this world so much. And your characters are strong and powerful and I want people to see this movie. So if I can do anything to do that at this, you know, still beginning Fringe Festival, I would attach my name, which carries some national weight to it. And that's why I chose Curator's Pick for you. Community, heart, doing it yourself, man.
Crazy D, director. He's here this weekend. There he is.
First of all, I want to thank the Las Vegas Film Festival for recognizing my film. It doesn't matter if you're in the rap game, model game, movie game, or everyday life. It's all the same. When you deal with the unseen, you often deal with the unforeseen. The Black Ice Chronicles.
Cassandra! Cassandra! Where are you at, baby?
Mama! I'm in the dining room conducting business. I'll be there. No need.
Hi. I'm Mama Banks, the great. Don't interrupt me when I'm talking.
I didn't say anything.
But I hear you thinking. I know. You're wondering How all this loveliness can have a daughter like that.
Things can pop off so easily. Especially when Detective Stark and Detective Collins patrolled the block.
Hey there, you got a permit to be selling on this block?
Why, yes. I do have a street vendor's license. Let's see the permit. Okay. Can't seem to find it. Oh, I got it. Wait a minute. I must have left it in my other pants pocket. So, if you guys were to, stop back here tomorrow, I'm sure I can show it to you then.
So you're out here without a permit, selling to these establishments like Crazy D's?
Look, these businesses like when I stop.
Yeah, like last week it seemed Crazy D threw you out. Yeah, we were watching from across the street.
Get your stuff together. Come on, stuff together. Let's go. D. Get out. D. Come on, stay out and D. Don't come back again.
I guess Crazy D wasn't that appreciative.
Oh, that? That was nothing. Look, I just didn't have what Crazy D wanted. That's all.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we just go see what Crazy D would like, huh, honey?
Anyways, I am an actress, alright? If you're not to the wannabe vintage stag films, you won't recognize my work.
What does the girl want? First she wanted the model, now she needs my help. So I said, by some standards, you are an actress. Doing some of the hottest material going. I've seen your work. I knew I recognized you.
I don't want to be.
You don't want to be what?
I didn't sign up to.
You didn't sign up for what?
I didn't sign up to be a whore. I wanted to act. He won't let me out. I need your help.
So, as I'm going over the many facets of the story of Fanny to Ruby, I get around to why I made the phone call in the first place. Never get your hands dirty.
You know the whole reason I took this job? For extra money? To pay my loans?
Can you believe a pretty girl like this wants to be educated? Old Vegas, she'd be Lola Falana.
Old Vegas?
Come here, my sweet chocolate bunny.
No. Education is key for my people. The only problem with Old Vegas is we'd be walking in the back way.
See, that's what I like about her, Dee. She always knows the right thing to say. You two are gonna get along splendidly. I'll talk to you later, Sharon. You know the particulars. I'll be in LA for a couple of months.
Now, in case you were wondering, I don't know why I crossed the country looking for you. Maybe it was because Pimpin' Jack used holy water and a Bible to pimp my ass from Denison to Orange, from East Cleveland to Independence, and everywhere in between. And when I say in between, I mean in between.
So, what's Pimpin' Jack been up to?
Since I ate his eyeballs out of his sockets, not much. They never did find him. They had the Cleveland Strangler to contend with. But back to you. The reason why I followed you is because you plopped down in Sin City. Come to find out there's no more sin here than there was back in Cleveland. with their church on every corner. Same here. Now, I thought you would partake, and I'd have you. But no, you're typing away on that damn laptop trying to have a normal relationship with Miss Mass Voodoo? Sharon? Really?
Was that for real? I thought I was dreaming.
As real as I am sitting here talking to you.
Hey, sexy.
Well, hey,
What's your name?
Marty.
Glad to meet you, Marty. People call me Luce.
Luce? Is that short for Lucy?
Lucy? No, just Luce.
Well, Luce, what did I do to be so blessed?
You're cute. Sexy.
I'm mismatched, trying to get back in shape.
Not that far to go, huh?
I just started back.
I can't tell. You got a good start. Were you athlete?
Former boxer. They called me the Nevada Kid. Couple losses and bad management. I was lucky to get out with my life as it is.
Look, you called me here for what purpose? I don't know.
I want you to repent for your sins.
What can he know? Nothing. It just happened. He's a lying bitch. I'll play it cool to see it. We all have sins, preacher man.
But we're here for yours.
See what game you play? Or betray? With that fake ass collar you wear. I'm not here to play with you though. I want you to repent.
So your world is cracked. So you're coming from out the door, right? Because you're going to close the door. And then
So you want all of that?
Yeah, you come out the door, and that way I can cut it on timing, and then you tell her to lock the door behind you when you go back in. You can have the door open though, because you're coming out after him, right? And tell him quiet on the set. And Maria needs to lock the door for real. Tell her. Okay, and rolling.
Wait, no! Wait!
Open the door! Open the door! Maria!
Oh yes, here we are again in another episode of Jack Up the Lines. I'm your ever faithful host, Crazon Dion, and yes, here we are as we see Maria jack up lines. Now here we go.
Are we ready? Okay. So we pick up. So I say you got some pretty feet. So it'd be my close up. I'm looking up like this, right? And then I say, you know, you got some pretty feet, right? And I'm already in place. So all she has to do is just sit down without do no movement, right? So we got that over there. All right, and rolling. You know, you have some pretty feet.
Crazy D, I see you and Sharon sometimes, but I wish it were me and you. What are we doing, Crazy D?
We're friends, right? There's nothing wrong with being friends.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being friendly.
Cut.